Well, that was a hard-fought win against a really good Colorado State team. I mentioned to Mark Johnson on the radio. When I look at their record at 4-4, I scratch my head to think, how are they 4-4? Because the way they played tonight, if they continue to play like that, they're going to win a lot of games this year. So my hats go off to them. They got tough kids and really a hard team to guard. We knew that coming in. They got shooters around a really good big that. Their ball screen offense is really good because they got great passers, and they got a big that puts pressure on the rim. So our guys fought, and we battled. We had some great individual performances. But at the end of the day, this is a great team victory for the Buffs, and a gutsy one. We're up 10, relinquished the lead, and showed the guts to not let that affect us and get down, and we kept fighting and pulled it out. So great team victory.
Coach, Batty got 3 fouls pretty quickly in the second half. How did you adjust with him getting into foul trouble and making sure that he got the points when you needed it?
Mike Rohn does a great job. A lot of people don't realize this. He does a lot of our substitutions. I mean, I can do mine. I can override it. I got veto power. But he does a great job of kind of keeping our bigs fresh, aware of foul trouble. Obviously, at the end, we were going offense, defense with he and Tyler because Evan is a really good offensive player. Not that Tyler isn't. I mean, Tyler made free throws down the stretch, made big-time plays. But I thought Coach Rohn did a great job of kind of going offense, defense at the end, and then also keeping those guys fresh. A lot of times with your bigs, you want to keep them fresh. And I got to say this about Tyler Bay. He didn't have a great start to this game. But what shows me such progress about that kid is in – maybe games past and certainly last year, his head would go down and it would just be a bad game for Tyler. But he found a way midstream throughout the game to get himself going and kind of brought himself out of that funk that he was in. And that shows great progress by a sophomore who's, growing up before our eyes. And, going 9 for 9 from the free throw line, making 6 of them down the stretch. And that block against J.D. Page was as big-time a play as you're going to see in college basketball. And so I'm really proud of Tyler. Evan gave us great minutes. Obviously, his and one when we were down 1 was a big-time play. Offensively, Evan made some really good passes. So I love our bigs. Lucas Seward, I mean, what can you say about him? Another double-double, a guy that puts a lot of pressure on the defense in a lot of ways. I feel again, not having Dallas hurts, but we got 3 really good bigs that we got to stay fresh, keep out of foul trouble, and we'll be okay going forward.
Coach, you just mentioned the Evan play, the 3-point play that gave you guys the lead again. Obviously, he was pretty emotional after that. I was right in front of your bench. How much did the guys respond to him in general and in that situation in particular? Evan's
an emotional kid. He's an emotional player. That's what makes him who he is. So to have him show that emotion is like – especially when you see what he's been through over the last couple of years. You just love to see guys like that do well. And look, at the end of games, especially games like tonight, players make plays. I can call the plays. CSU can call their plays. But the players that make plays are the ones that's the team that wins the game. And Tyler made some big-time plays defensively. He made the free throws. Evan made that and one off the drive. Those guys made plays. McKinley made plays all night. It was a good victory for us.
You had the really cold first half, but then you had that stretch in the second half where you couldn't miss. So what was the difference?
Making shots. I mean, we missed some bunnies in that first half. We missed some really good looks. We talked to our team at halftime. You look at the numbers. We're shooting 35% from the field. They're shooting 50% from the field. They're shooting 45% from 3. They've got 5 threes. We should have been down 10. But I told our guys, we're down 3. We're down 3 because we're taking care of the ball, and we got to continue to do that. To have 17 assists and 9 turnovers, again, for this team, shows great progress. When we share the ball, get great shots. I thought we forced some shots. We didn't trust our offense in the first half. First 10 minutes of the game, we didn't trust it. We didn't trust each other. In the second half, we started trusting it. And that's why we had, I think, 12 assists in the second half. We had 5 at halftime. Part of that's making shots, though. You got to make shots when you got shots, and That's part of being a player. They made shots. Holy cow. They're a good shooting team.
Why do you think there was some distrust in the first half when it came to the offense?
I just think, Coach English made a really good point at halftime. It's like our players wanted to win so bad, they thought we could blow them out on one possession. So you think, okay, I got a shot, I'm going to shoot it, because guys want to get themselves going. They want to get going. They're excited. They're eager. You got to slow down and trust the offense. Trust that if you get it moved from this side to that side, back to this side, you're going to get a good shot. And we settled for quick jump shots in the first half. In the second half, we trusted, we got that thing moved and got better shots, and we made shots.
You guys gave up the lead, 2 minutes left in
Yep.
the game. You've done that a lot before in the past and haven't quite been able to overcome that. Is that a signal of this team growing up?
Absolutely. Mental toughness, being able to handle that adversity late in the game, down the stretch. You're up 10, now you're down 1. You're like, oh, my gosh. Okay, this thing could slip away. In a rivalry game, big game, big crowd. It's a sign of progress, of maturity and toughness, would be the 2 words that come to mind, regarding that issue.
Coach Shane Gatling hasn't totally caught on fire from three-point range yet, but for him, they had a couple late ones in this one. What does it mean to maybe get him going?
Well, you saw flashes of Shane. And as long as he's got his feet set and it's a good look, we want Shane shooting it. Our players want Shane shooting it, and he has to trust that if I don't shoot it this time and I get it moved, I'm going to get it back. And so, if you're open, you shoot it. But if you're not, just get it moved and take great shots. And hopefully, Shane, again, like a freshman, he's adjusting to this level. He's not played at this level of basketball yet. So he's going through a growth and a maturation process. And, we expect more of him because he's older. He played at Niagara and he played, at a really good junior college. But we got to the growth that he's showing, we got to continue. We got to get him shots. We got to get Lucas shots. We got to get Naaman shots. We got to get Deshaun shots. We got some good shooters on this team.
Coach, you ended up grabbing the mic and personally thanking the student section.
Yep.
Is there anything else you can say about the turnout?
Look, this is a fun team to watch. This is a fun team to coach. This is going to be a fun team to watch grow throughout the season. And when you see our student section today, relative to the other 3 home games, anybody that was here those other 3 games knows the difference. I want our students to understand that they make a big difference. They make a huge difference. And we're the University of Colorado Buffaloes. And it doesn't matter if we're playing Colorado State or South Dakota. It doesn't matter if we're playing South Dakota or Arizona. I want our fans, I want our students to show up and cheer on the Buffs, because that's what high-level fans, high-level programs do, and they make a difference. They make a difference in wins and losses at home, and they make a difference in wins and losses on the road. And I want our students to understand it is not a spectator sport. It's a participant sport. They participate in our wins, and they were a big reason that we won today, because our players feed off of them. So I just wanted to let them know how important they are, how we want them back, and, how much I appreciate the ones that did show up.
Anything else for Coach?
Thank you.
Great. Thank you.